Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading tonight, guys. I hope everyone is well. I'm here hanging with the saucy bees. She looks so adorable in the background. So I hope you guys are relaxed as she is. We are on to share a nice, short, and sweet message here around the Divine Masculine Collective. So maybe the title already resonates for you. All I ask is that the cards, they validate your intuition. These are going to be things that you've already been feeling. You've already been picking up on it in your connection. The cards and the reading itself is merely just a validation or a confirmation, okay? So take it how it resonates, guys. So I think I'm going to keep it nice and short and sweet. Let's go ahead here and find out what's at the very top and the bottom, and then we'll get some messages around that from the masculine. All right, let's dive in. Let's dive in. Okay, so I love that we are different ethnicities. Ooh, okay, and I hold back because it's hard to trust you. Why would you want to love me? Okay, so this is a Divine Masculine here that they place you on a pedestal, Divine Feminine, okay? And that's just what I'm getting. They see you in a very high regard, okay? They're not showing you all of themselves. They don't know if they can trust that you're genuine, that you're true. I feel like this is a masculine that's like blown away by you. And it's funny because it's like you might be very blown away by them as well because of these differences between you two. Okay, and this doesn't always have to be the case. There just may be very significant differences between you both. But specifically for those of you out there who are different ethnicities than your counterpart, they love that. Okay, but maybe there's a part of them too that feels like they're just not good enough for you. Maybe your cultures are very different. Maybe your like family status, it's different. Maybe one of you, you come from a very wealthy background, and maybe the other one of you comes from a very humble background. But either way, I feel like there are quite some differences between you both. And if you're wondering why it is this masculine holds back, it's because they don't know if they can trust this. It's like they don't know if you genuinely feel the way you do about them. They don't know if to trust if that's true. And it's not like it's a bad thing. I just feel like they hold you in such a high regard. It's really hard to believe that they've attracted this love into their life. Okay, how do they feel romantically about you, Divine Feminine? That's way too many. How do they feel about you, Divine Feminine, romantically? Regardless of the fact that they find it hard to believe, what's their true feelings? Okay, so we have new love. Give this partnership a chance, okay? Give this relationship a chance. And then we also have let go of control issues. I feel like there's nothing you two can control. Like you both can't control that you feel this way about each other. So that's the first thing I think that this Divine Masculine is probably needing to do, is let go of control issues. Allow things to unfold naturally between you both. And I feel like this card here, it just goes hand in hand with this message, right? Work on your partnership. Allow things to unfold naturally here. Give things a chance. Even though you both might be very different from one another, I feel like what you're not seeing is this opportunity for new love. And maybe you two coming together is something that's destined to help each other learn more about one another. Learn the ways of one another's worlds. A whole new world I'm hearing. Okay, so that could be a song synchronicity for many of you. As cheesy as it is from, the movie Aladdin, A Whole New World. That's just what I feel like is coming here. It's like you two were destined to come together in order to create just more harmony, like either between your families or just the beauty that two souls experience when they have that epiphany that love is like one soul to another. It doesn't matter what kind of body you come in on the outside, what the avatar looks like. I feel like both of you are like you're appreciating this new love. I feel more so it's like your masculines appreciating this love, okay, this new love, and it is stirring romantic feelings for them. But I feel like there's part of them that needs to work on their self-worth. And I'm also hearing maybe take you off the pedestal, but they don't know how to do that just yet. How do they see you, Divine Feminine? How do they see you? Okay, we're not going to read tarot with this, guys. We're just going to go with the images, okay? Very intuitive read here. Okay, so they see you as royalty, and that's why they probably have you on this pedestal. You know, it's like you're everything that they have always dreamt of, have always wanted, but never thought that they'd ever find it. And it's like, here you are. And a lot of the love that you may have for them, like you might feel just as wound up about them, but they don't see that quite yet, is what I'm getting here. Okay, but they definitely place you on a pedestal. They see you as very strong, very balanced. I'm also hearing too that this is a divine feminine that, like, you speak your mind, you stand up for yourself, you have a lot of abundance around you. I'm feeling too like the way you carry yourself is what's got them feeling like, why would someone like you want to love me? You know, this could be a divine masculine who, you know, like I'm hearing like both of you are just from other sides of the track, like different sides of the track. I don't know if you guys have heard that before. Like we're on two different sides of the track. You know, like you might be like, I'm seeing someone who, like, this, I don't mean to sound cliche here, but someone who's a bad boy. Like, you know, they don't place a lot of emphasis on, like, you know, the spiritual world, or they don't get caught up in their emotions. And then it's like all of a sudden they bump into you, divine feminine, and everything has meaning for you, and you carry yourself strongly, and you're passionate, and you care about the world. And all of a sudden you bump into this divine masculine, and again, both of you are from different side of the tracks, but it doesn't matter because you both feel that spark. You know, you may speak your mind with this divine masculine. They might, just like in the previous reading, they might get really intimidated by you, the way you carry yourself. You might come off to them as very, like, smart, educated. Like, even for some of these masculines, they feel like you could do so much better. You know, and it may not have anything to do about them not having money or a good job or whatever, but it's just the mental space that they're in. Like, I'm hearing a divine masculine who never appreciated relationships and would never get into a relationship. And even the way that they think about, like, partnership in general, they would rather be alone, and they would rather be a bachelor. And, like, maybe the way that they think about, you know, like, if it's a male divine masculine, like, they could have, like, disregard for women. And if it's a female who's divine masculine, like, she could think that all men are dogs, and, like, all guys are jerks, and, like, whatever. Like, just the regard they have for the opposite of what they're attracted to, it just may be, like, nonchalant, like, whatever, relationships not for me, whatever, you know, I'll never be in love. That's how I feel like this divine masculine appeared. You know, so it's like when someone like this shows up wanting to give you love, you know, wanting to work on this with you, this divine masculine, I feel like they pull back, they hold back, but not for the reasons you think. It's because they don't see how they're worthy. They don't see how they can keep up with you. Okay, so this is a divine masculine who I feel eventually will be going into hermiting. I feel like it's the only thing that's left here to do in order for them to give things a chance, and in order for them to let go of control issues. Expect that when they hold back, it's most likely because they need to do spiritual work on themselves in order to even receive you, divine feminine. This is a serious divine feminine as well. That's what I'm getting from the card here. You're serious, but at the same time, like, when you love hard. When you care about people, you really care about people. But she's got the sword in her hand too, because it's like, if you're not going to come 100% with me, then just stay away. I'll cut you off. And this divine masculine, because they come from that other side of the tracks that's more, like, you know, rough around the edges, believe me, like, they're going to hold back. They're going to ghost you. They're going to give themselves all the reasons in the world to stay away. You know, I feel like this is the type of divine masculine that's like, okay, you want to play your hot shit? I'll leave you right there. You know, and they'll ghost and they'll hold back. But what you guys aren't seeing is that it's because they don't feel like they're good enough. You know, like, they'll leave you right there, letting you think like, oh, you're hot shit. You think you're better than me. But what's silently digging away at them inside is like, why would you even want me then? You know, like, okay, you know what? You think you're so good. But what you guys aren't seeing is like it's coming from a place of like they don't feel like they're good enough for you. Okay, so expect this divine masculine to hermit so that way they can start letting go of control issues and they can start appreciating the new love that's being brought into their life. They can't appreciate it until they feel like they deserve it, you know? So I feel like in that hermiting, they'll get the epiphanies, they'll get the feelings of your energy and what telepathy is like, and when you're really attracted to someone, and it's like that humbling will come over time. But for now, that's exactly why they're holding back. It's like they have you on a pedestal, and divine feminine, I feel like you're not seeing this. You're more like, oh, you know what? They're a player. They must be off with other women or men. Like, take it how it resonates. They're not grounded enough. But it's like they're pulling away because they're like, damn, like there's a lot of shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill when it comes to being in your life, divine feminine, and you may not even realize that you give off that presence, because again, you might hold this divine masculine in high regard, but they don't see that. Okay, it's going to take them some time to see it energetically, so don't worry about separation if it's occurring. Work on your partnership, and I really do feel like divine timing is at play because the situation is unfolding naturally. Okay, you two are going to be falling in love with one another just based off of like your personality, like the way you guys carry yourselves. It's like this love and hate kind of thing, but it creates a lot of like passion for one another. It's like you, so much to the point where you guys are going to come together, and it's like you don't care about one another's differences. You just want to come together in a physical moment and rip each other's clothes off and then talk about it later. Okay, that's just what I'm getting. All right, I don't know who this was for, but it had a nice juicy ending there. All right, I'm getting all congested here. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I will catch you in tomorrow's reading. Okay, you gonna say goodnight, Saucy Bees? No, you're closing your eyes even tighter. Is that like, please don't bother me so I can continue to get this little kitty nap in? Yeah, you little sausage roll. All right, guys, good night.